Yes, Coach!
Are you still helping rebuild the tribes?
I heard about your efforts. The Speaker's Chamber can take it from here. It's more effective to have a focused task force, and the Speaker's Chamber can contact the Fatui directly for more doses. The worst is over, so it should be fine. I'll confirm it myself later. I'll be in touch with next steps. I just need you to compile all existing patient records to ease the transition.
Wow, that's so responsible of you.
Chaska?
Hello, Archon. I'm, fishing.
Oh, doesn't look like the fish are biting today.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water puts me at ease.
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only offer a few simple condolences.
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit. I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I have an even deeper sense of responsibility. I'll never be able to replace Koichi, but I will do everything in my power to pull them out of their loneliness and despair.
That's exactly what your mother is worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss is a tragedy, not a debt. In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
Nothing. We're just taking a look around. Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just asked Kenichi to help identify some of the unknown casualties from the battle. The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and Saurians were dragged into the conflict. So a lot of investigative work is required to confirm their identities.
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives. So let me know if you need extra help, Kenichi. Understood. Thank you for your hard work.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later, too.
Oh, Mother Granny, Archon. I swear, I've been on my best behavior recently.
Paimon knows it's just how you talk, but you've got to realize how suspicious that sounds, right?
I am curious, though. Are you still working with the captain?
No, I don't have a reason to follow him anymore, so my life is back to normal. Growing vegetables, raising aphids. Well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom. The ley lines are in a bad state.
We plan on bringing that to an end.
I know. You and other Granny, right? You're going to become great heroes, and the most I can do is weave a scroll of your deeds.
Oh, you know how to do that?
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. I can never seem to empty my mind. We commemorate the deeds of others as a form of inspiration. But rather than waiting for someone else to be inspired, isn't it faster to just take things into your own hands?
Well, there are always things we can't do on our own.
I wouldn't phrase it quite like that, but Paimon's not wrong. Time will give you an answer. I know how you feel, Auroron. It took me a long time to find my place in the world. I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to prove myself, I miss it sometimes. Maybe you'll change in the future, but you can still be proud of who you are now.
You're saying I need to live in the present? Thank you, Archon. That's what I've always tried to do.
Milani, it's almost time for the feast. Maybe we should send the drinks out first. There's a bunch of guests here already.
Yep. I'm making the juice as we speak. Oh, right, ice.
Huh? Oh, you scared me. Sorry, we're a little busy in the kitchen right now. But the food is almost ready.
Ahow! Get out of the ice bucket!
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, will not tolerate this stifling hut! We seek a cool place of repose. This bucket suits our taste.
Oh, great, now we can't use any of this ice. Hey! This is your mess! Get back here! Kachina, Ahow is on the run. Help me catch him.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta help with the how. As usual, Ahau brings chaos wherever he goes.
Lively, isn't it? Leave this to me, Kachina.
What is this? Who dares lay a hand on the almighty... Mawika!
I got him, Mualani.
Expert Ahow wrangling, Archon. Thank you.
You shall utter our name with more reverence, or we shall... or I'll get Kanich to ask you to apologize. Some Dragon Lord you are if you need your servant to protect you.
Ahow ruined an entire bucket of ice. We have others, but still, that was not cool. How should he be punished, Archon?
Let me think. Seems like you could use some extra hands around here. How? Help out in the kitchen.
What? The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, shall not be reduced to a meat...
I wasn't asking.
Understood. Ahau, you have to learn to be good at some point.
Well, hop to it. There's a pile of vegetables with your name on it. You need to wash every leaf.
Help! Someone save me!
So full. I'm practically a blubber beast.
Well, what's that?
A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture of one?
Oh, it sounds so cute. Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and I'll even join in. great fighter to keep up with you.
Wait, now that you mention it, I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self, brave and stern, always with that indescribable warmth. I've never had a dream that felt so real. Just like you said, it felt like I actually got to see her again.
So it wasn't just me.
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon you dreamt of your aphids or something.
It wasn't just them. Some of the Gramps and Grannies who looked after me were there too. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. It's why they never asked anything of me. Why they gave me so much freedom. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed. They sounded exactly the same, just like real life.
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Io's grandparents. Io? Oh, right, your Saurian companion. Io's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so it's been really hard for him. He's barely been eating. I set up a tent near his home so I could be there for him. And I had a dream that his grandparents came back. I was so happy. In the dream, Io seemed like his normal self again. But it was only for a moment, and then I woke up. In real life, Io is still struggling. He barely sleeps or eats. But it's all right. I'll be there for him. Traveler? Chaska? Did you two... Oh, sorry, never mind.
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. I dreamt about Koichi. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so she doesn't need to pick fights with me anymore. Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never say anything like that to me. It was a dream. Nothing more. It's fine. I'm the one being a buzzkill.
Well, what about you, Traveler?
You're kidding. The captain?
No, of course not!
Maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the Divine Throne. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past selves. Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, exactly.
So, the Traveler saw the captain's future?
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take a look? If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also need the full cooperation of the dreamer. Otherwise, the process could be used to violate the privacy of others.
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler? Should we start the preparations?
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony somewhere else. I never knew you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me to follow the formula.
Then you still have a lot to learn from her. All right, we're ready, Traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything's all set.
So, you just need to take a nap? Sounds easy enough.
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
You're awake already, Traveler? That was fast.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthred, right? The military doctor?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Eon-san. He was the one who developed the draft of lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, I managed to track down some information. The record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense of honor?
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous in Natlan.
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legendary heroes.
Guthred is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is a pretty famous tribal legend. But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the Traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The Ruler of Death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthred's soul inside of him all along?
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others. It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those with fragmented souls. I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
Maybe it had something to do with Guthred then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthrud's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but it never went beyond that.
Let's come back to this later. One final step, and we save Natlan for good. That must be our focus. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless, I doubt his goal will interfere with our plan.
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there are far more important things for Paimon to worry about. Like if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But considering the final battle, you two get at least 2,000!
In any case, conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more useful for you to ask the captain directly, Auroron. With any luck, he might just tell you the truth.
Huh? Me?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head back and enjoy the party.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hear it for the Pyro Archon and the Traveler one last time!
Good luck.
You've got this!
For Natlan!
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant so much to me. It's been a long time since I had the chance to truly relax.
Yeah, today was great.
Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup, follow me!
Oh, I'm in!
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to the stadium? We can go together.
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before I head home. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend some time with my parents.
Okay, see you soon!
Time for me to head back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by Aoife's place first. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe travels. Oh, wait! Paimon wanted to ask something. Where was the How this whole time? What goes around comes around.
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super late by the time I get back. I think I'll go see Shilonin. She's probably done with your ancient name by now. I can check for you. Yeah, Shilonin is an amazing engraver. She usually works really fast. But your ancient name is a special case, so I can't say for sure.
Well, we also don't have anything to do, so why don't we go together?
Oh, it's okay. I'm not alone. Turbo Twirly's with me. Still, if you want to check on the progress, we should definitely go together. Getting an ancient name is such a special moment.
Whoo, let's go!